Arsenal is taking on a team which goes by names of Aston Villa today, and the game is happening at the Emirates in there. And as you know, usually here on the Football News Top 10s and After Zone, we come here through and bring you the predicted lineup of Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa having lost the likes of Jack Grealish in there. They lost. Which other player did they lose? They brought in like Leon Bailey. They brought in like 3-4 signings in there, and they're looking to be a side that Arsenal are really going to go ahead and face it. They look like a stubborn side in there, and they really made a very big establishment in the Premier League. And recently, they won against Manchester United by 1-0. They gave Liverpool, was it Liverpool? I think Chelsea had time. So it was just a matter of Aston Villa failing to convert the chances that they got, but Chelsea converted it very well and they got in very many goals. But if at all it wasn't the case, just know everything wouldn't have gone as it was supposed to go in there. But here this morning we come up with a predicted Arsenal lineup versus the side which goes by name of Aston Villa. Smash the like button, comment and share. Please go ahead and tell me what you think Arsenal is going to look like. Now, when we start off, immediately without further ado, we bring out Arsenal, the goalkeeper of Arsenal, who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale. Remember, I always tell you this each and every time I'm doing this video, that each and every time I'm doing a predicted lineup of a team of Arsenal when they're going to face any other team, I told you that close to a week to the end of the summer transfer window, I came out and told you that if I told you see Aaron Ramsdale at Arsenal, that will mark the end of days for a man who goes by the names of Bernard Leno, and that is what is happening in there. And ever since Ramsdale got into the goal of Arsenal, Bernard Leno is nowhere to be seen, to an extent that he feels like in the January transfer window, he feels like he should leave Arsenal and really go to any other team in there, because he has lost the starting position at the team which goes by the names of Arsenal. And Ramsdale is not disappointing. He's really being that goalkeeper that Arteta wanted into his so-called goal position. Remember, while talking to Sky Sports News, a man who goes by the names of Edu, the football director of Arsenal, came out and said that for him, he was suggesting a different goalkeeper altogether at Arsenal. I think he wanted Arsenal to go in and bring in, is it Neto? There is a goalkeeper called Neto for Barcelona. That's the goalkeeper that Edu wanted, but Arteta told him, no, I want a goalkeeper who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale, and that's what he went in through. And Aaron Ramsdale has been disappointed. All the games, he has kept a couple of clean sheets for Arsenal. I think Arsenal has kept a couple of clean sheets in the game of Brighton, Crystal Palace. No, Crystal Palace, they never kept a clean sheet. It ended 2-2. They kept a clean sheet on Norwich, Burnley, Norwich, and Brighton. Yeah, and the game of Tottenham Hotspur, they conceded just 1 goal, and they conceded 2 goals against the side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace in there. And when you look at all those goals, there is no goal you're really going to blame the goalkeeper of Arsenal. It was a Thomas Partey error and a Lokonga error. So 2 midfielders costed Arsenal that game in there. So I think Aaron Ramsdale still is going to earn his starting position into the so-called goal of Arsenal in there. And Bernard Leno will return in the midweek as Arsenal plays into the Carabao Cup in there. Is it the 4th round? I think it's going to be the 4th round in there. Let's go to the right back of Arsenal. To me, I really term him as the most influential signing that Arsenal brought on to the pitch in there, because he is really one of the best that I've seen. By the way, he's very, very hard to pass by. To pass by a man who goes by names of Tomiyasu, it's the hardest thing that I've seen in the Premier League and whenever he's playing his game of football. So I feel like Arsenal went in and brought in one of the strikers, one of the right backs that we never knew existed in there. Remember, Tottenham Hotspur was eyeing him, and after he crossed to Arsenal, they went in for Emerson Royal from Barcelona in there, and the Arsenal got himself Tomiyasu in there. So Tomiyasu Takahiro, the Japanese, is really doing wonders at Arsenal. I really like the way he plays that position in there. Going forward, he's good, but defensively, he is next to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. To me, I really take Aaron Wan-Bissaka as the best defensive right back in there, and now Tomiyasu is one of those ones in there, as Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best right back when it comes going forward in there. That's why when I'm planning to do a combined 11 of Manchester United versus Liverpool in there, but I'm reserving my comments on Alexander-Arnold versus Aaron Bissaka, because both of them have attributes that one doesn't have. So we look at Tomiyasu. Defensively, his bait he's one of the best in the Premier League, but going forward, he needs really to improve in there. But though there is something that he has, his football intelligence is way better than that of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. If at all you saw the first goal of Arsenal that Aubameyang scored against it, which goes by names of Crystal Palace, you remember that 1-2 passing that he did with a man who goes by names of Pepe, and Pepe went in to carry that ball onto the farthest side of the ball of the goal, and the goalkeeper fisted it out to find the leg of Aubameyang to tap it at the back of the net. So it shows you that there is an attribute that Tomiyasu has each and every time he crosses the center line that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is really lacking in there. So Tomiyasu is going to play my right back at Arsenal in there. Remember, Arsenal lost a man who goes by the names of Hector Bellerin on loan to Rio Betis, and Sodiq Soares failed to impact into the so-called position plus midline nails, and so Arsenal really got into Tomiyasu, and I think Tomiyasu is really doing one. The other one is Ben White. Ben White came in from Brighton. He's playing very well ever since he really partnered with this man who goes by names of Gabriel Magalhaes. Oh my God, they are just doing wonders. Wonders are being made into that so-called central defense of Arsenal. They've partnered up very well with Gabriel Magalhaes, and they're playing very well. And that partnership, if at all none of those gets injured, I think Arsenal is really going to be very hard to be broken down. Though people will come and blame them in the game of Crystal Palace for conceding 2 goals, but remember who really lost that ball. The first goal, it was Thomas Partey, and Benteke sealed it. You cannot blame defenders. The second one, the equalizer, that gave Crystal Palace a lead, it was Lokonga that lost the ball, though some Arsenal players came out and complained to the referee that was supposed to be a foul in there. So when you look at that, each and every team really has its reservations, and so that is the players of Arsenal in there. So the left back is going to be Kian Tierney. To me, they are the best 3 left backs. Though he's not at the level of Luke Shaw and Robertson, but I think he's next to Luke Shaw and Robertson in there. That is a man who got the Kian Tierney. He plays very well, and that's why when I was doing a story of Calvert-Lewin, I told the viewers of the Football News that the only player that I think is going to benefit Arsenal when he comes in is a man who goes by names of Calvert-Lewin Dominic from Everton, because look at a man who goes by names of Kian Tierney. The crosses he puts in, they are really wonderful and they are really great. So if at all they meet a man who goes Calvert-Lewin, he will really get those in and head them at the back of the net, most of them. But because Arsenal are not good at heading that ball at the back of the net, a man who averages 7 crosses into the 18 yards box area of the opponent that Arsenal faces, Kian Tierney, really his efforts go unrecognized most of the times because of that. So to me, I really feel like it's high time Kian Tierney is being gotten a player who is good in the air, and that is Calvert-Lewin. But I think in this game, Kian Tierney is going to start in there. The Scottish international will play that position very, very well. Thomas Partey, it's going to be a double midfield pivot. Thomas Partey, these 2 suspects that are playing in the midfield, they contributed to the 2 goals that Arsenal conceded against the side which going Crystal Palace. The first one, Thomas Partey lost the ball and Benteke batted it at the back of the net. The second one, it was none other than Lokonga who really came up and did the unexpected of him, because he was playing very well in the previous games, but this game when he came on, he really lost the ball, and the same thing happened. The same goal, United considered it when against the side which goes by the names of Everton, when Freddie failed really to control that ball and lost it, and Doucouré and Gray really ran out into space, and they really caused problems to Manchester United, and they conceded a goal. The same goal is what Arsenal conceded, and it gave a lead to Crystal Palace, though Alexander Lacazette came in later and equalized the game in there. So those 2 are expected to play into the central midfield. That is the double midfield pivot, Thomas Partey and Lokonga in there. I like them. I like them, and I think the problem that Thomas Partey was facing is that he was playing with Odegaard in there, something that I never saw in there coming, because I don't think Odegaard is really comfortable in there, because Thomas Partey is not really a good CDM in there, though he can really get that ball and get it from the defenders and pass it to the midfielders like Emily Smith-Rowe, Odegaard, Pepe in there. But I really feel like he plays much better when he is put in a position where he's playing as a central attacking midfielder in the Thomas Partey, when Thomas Partey is playing as a box-to-box player and Odegaard playing as a central attacking midfielder. So I feel like if at all Thomas Partey is playing alongside Lokonga, I think it's really going to be great in there, and we expect lots of results from that. Odegaard, I think this is the best position for Odegaard, and I think Arsenal playing him in the down midfield pivot alongside Thomas Partey is something big in there, because Odegaard, I've not known Odegaard as a person who has a very big engine. I've known him because of his brilliance, his technique, his intelligence, his football intelligence being high, making that secondary assist or that assist in there, and that 1-2 passing in there in the midfield. So I feel like if at all Arsenal to benefit him, they have to play him into the central attacking role of the midfield in there, as you see him placed there. I think that's where Odegaard will best give Arsenal results that they want, and they won't regret having bought him as a player at a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. So when you look at that, I think Odegaard is supposed to play that side, because Emily Smith-Rowe has proved that whenever he's playing off the left side, he plays better, and when he's played in the middle of the park, especially in the central attacking midfield role, he is really off. Bukayo Saka, having been injured by a Crystal Palace player and walked off the pitch, a foul that most Arsenal players say it's supposed to be a red card. Even me, I thought it was going to be a red card, but the referee rewarded the player who committed that foul. Is it Garaga? I think it is Garaga. He gave him a yellow card instead. That really worried me a lot, but to me, I really feel like that was supposed to be a red card, but he's expected to come in, as the manager says. He is doubtful, but he's expected to be fit in there, and if at all he's fit, there is no way Nicola Pepe is really going to start ahead of him, because Bukayo Saka has proved to be a more important player to Arsenal than Pepe in there. That is the right attacking side of the midfield. That is Bukayo Saka. So Emily Smith-Rowe is expected to play off the left attacking side of the midfield, because that's where, to me, he has proved to be a better player at Arsenal, because all the games has been playing that side, he has delivered in very well, and the central attacking midfield position has really betrayed him nowadays, and I think Odegaard gets himself that nod in there. So those are the three attacking midfielders of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and guess what? The captain of Arsenal, goes by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, having resurrected from that Aubameyang that was no longer scoring goals to Aubameyang that is scoring goals in there. In the Premier League, he scored against Norwich. That was his first Premier League goal. He went ahead to score against Tottenham Hotspur. He scored against which team that they played? He scored against Crystal Palace, and he has a hat-trick. I think he has like 7 or 8 goals this season, something that is not bad for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who is really doing the captaincy role at Arsenal in there. So that is my predicted lineup of a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. We are having Aaron Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Kian Tierney. That is the back four. Thomas Partey and a man who goes by names of Lokonga are playing to the down midfield pivot, as Emily Smith-Rowe playing off the left attacking side of the midfield, Odegaard playing in the central attacking side of the midfield, as Bukayo Saka is playing on the right attacking side of the midfield, and Aubameyang, Captain Fantastic, is leading the line for a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. Now you can as well go into the comment section and tell me what you think about my predicted lineup of Arsenal versus the side which goes by names of Aston Villa. Remember, the game is happening today in there, and you never know, we might do a watch along here out to the football news and top 10s in there. Now let's go to what we call, that is the head-to-head of Arsenal versus Aston Villa. This is courtesy of BBC Premier League record. Arsenal and Aston Villa have played 52 games altogether in the Premier League. 27 wins for Arsenal, 11 wins for Aston Villa. That means Arsenal really has an edge into this fixture. But as we walk into this fixture, a lot of things have changed, because Aston Villa look like they are a team that is going to frustrate each and every big team in the Premier League, having frustrated already Chelsea, though Chelsea came back and won that game. Manchester United felt the fire and they lost to a team which goes by the name of Aston Villa by 1-0. Bruno missing out on a penalty into the dying minutes of the game, and that's how Aston Villa frustrated most teams in there. Manchester United at Old Trafford. 88 goals scored by Arsenal in this fixture, 47 scored in this fixture by Aston Villa. Again, shows you that Arsenal really have a very big edge, almost times 2 of the goals that they've conceded against a team which goes by the name of Aston Villa. Clean sheets, Arsenal having 20 clean sheets, Aston Villa having 13 clean sheets. So according to what I've given you, that is the head-to-head of Arsenal versus Aston Villa. So you can go into the comment section and tell me what you think about this so-called team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there versus Aston Villa. So your predicted lineup is welcome into the comment section below, and please feel free to tell me what your prediction is going to be. To me, I really think that Arsenal is going to win this one by 3-2. It's really going to be tight. That's what I think, because Aston Villa is a no-nonsense team. They feel like they are here to attack you left, right, and center in there. So feel free to go in the comment section. Tell me what you think, how Arsenal is supposed to stand against the side which goes by the names of Aston Villa. And lastly, we bring you that so-called predicted lineup of ours, and our result, we are predicting a 3-2 win by Arsenal in there. Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Kian Tierney. That is the back four of Arsenal, and that is what you're predicting. And Thomas Partey and Lokonga are expected to play into the down midfield pivot due to the absentia of a man who goes by names of Granit Xhaka in there, but he's expected to return very, very, very soon. Remember, he got an injury in the game of Tottenham Hotspur, and he never returned since then. So the attacking midfielders, we're having Bukayo Saka off the right wing, Odegaard playing into the central attacking midfield of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, a position that I think he plays better, and that's how Arsenal are really going to get the best out of him. We go off the left is Emily Smith-Rowe as Captain Fantastic, who goes by names of Aubameyang, is going to lead the line. So that is my predicted lineup in there, and you can as well get the comment section and tell me who do you think should be in, who should be out, and that will be followed by your prediction in there. I go by the names of Rokani David. I'm out. See you later.